just want to say rest in power or rest in peace to Joe Jackson. This man, in spite of his life and the things that people disagreed with, this man created and managed one of the greatest groups and musicians in the world, the Jackson 5. Now, James Cleveland wrote a song that says, "Give me my flowers while I yet live, that I may see the beauty that they bring." Now, while this man was alive, he's done some grimy things like everybody else that existed on this planet have done grimy things. Cheated on his wife, got children out of wedlock, beat his children. Who wasn't beaten growing up in the black community, right? And nobody talks about the beatings that the white man gave our ancestors and the hangings, and a whole lot worse than what Joe Jackson has done to his family, but they refuse to allow this man to forget what he did to his children that contributed to them being as great as they are. So, in spite of what this man has done in his life, no one knows where he is. Rest in power. But this is the article right here, and I'm just going to read a portion. I'm going to put the list on. I'm going to put it on the bottom, and you guys could read it for yourself. Joe Jackson, the patriarch of the Jackson family, has died. TMZ has learned. Family sources tell TMZ Joe passed away at 3:30 a.m. Wednesday. We broke the story. Joe was hospitalized in June with terminal cancer. His family had been flocking to his bedside since. His wife, Catherine, had been at his bedside, as were some of Joe's children and grandchildren. Now, I heard that the family was prevented from seeing him in the hospital. Nobody knows what goes on inside that family but them, okay? But like I said, sometimes it's good to give a person their flowers while they live, that they can see the beauty that they bring, because now that Joe Jackson is gone, of course, people are still going to talk about the beatings and how wicked and evil he was. But when it comes to the family, they're going to miss their dad. They're not going to get their dad back. And I'm sure there's been good times, there have been bad times, but at the end of the day, they're going to miss their dad. And see, I know from experience growing up in a home where my father abused my moms. But even after my father passed, I still miss him. There's times I think about him, and the bad things he did, I don't even really think of those things no more. I forgave him on his deathbed. Before he died, I looked him in his eyes and I forgave him for what he did. But now he's not here. I can't go see him. I can't go see him. Sometimes just knowing that he was on the other side of town made me feel good. See? But he's not here no more. See? So they're going to miss their dad. Now, I noticed that TMZ put on the bottom here a video of Michael Jackson. It says the beatings from his father, Joe Jackson. See, even in the man's death, they're not going to allow people to forget what Joe Jackson did while he was living, right? But now he's with Michael Jackson, wherever they may be, right? But at the end of the day, those that's still alive and remain, they're going to miss their dad, Of course, there were the bad times they had, the times that they thought they were bad. But then there's a lot of good times they're going to remember, So I just want to say rest in peace to the Jackson Joe Jackson, and my prayers and condolences are with the family. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe, donate to the channel. Until next time. Peace.